Have you ever wondered who really owns the companies behind famous brands? Not the CEOs, not the founders, and often, not even the stock market. Behind the scenes, there's a powerful world of investors managing trillions of dollars, buying entire companies, changing how they work, and selling them years later for massive profits. This world is called private equity. Let's begin. Part 1. What is private equity? At its core, private equity, or PE, is about buying companies that are not publicly traded. Unlike stock market investors, who buy small pieces of companies like Apple or Google, private equity firms usually buy entire companies or buy large controlling stakes and run them privately, away from public markets. That's why it's called private equity. Private equity firms raise money from pension funds, insurance companies, universities, sovereign wealth funds, and very wealthy individuals. These investors are called limited partners, or LPs. The private equity firm itself is called the general partner, or GP. They make the decisions. How private equity funds work. A private equity firm creates a fund, usually lasting 10 years. Here's the basic structure. 1. Investors commit money to the fund. 2. The PE firm uses that money to buy companies. 3. They improve those companies. 4. Then sell them for a profit. The profits are shared. Typically, investors get most of the money. The PE firm earns management fees and a big performance bonus called carried interest. This bonus is where PE partners make millions, sometimes billions. Why private equity buys companies? Private equity firms don't buy companies randomly. They look for businesses that are underperforming, have poor management, are family-owned and ready to sell, or have growth potential that isn't being used. The goal is simple: buy low, improve operations, sell high. Unlike public markets, PE firms don't worry about daily stock prices, don't answer to the media, can make long-term decisions. This freedom is one of their biggest advantages. How private equity makes money. Private equity creates value in 3 main ways. 1. Operational improvements. They cut unnecessary costs, improve systems, and bring in experienced managers. 2. Financial engineering. They often use debt, meaning borrowed money, to buy companies. This increases potential returns, but also increases risk. 3. Growth strategies. They expand into new markets, launch new products, or acquire competitors. After 3 to 7 years, they sell the company through another PE firm, a strategic buyer, or an IPO. That's called the exit. Leveraged buyouts, LBOs. One of the most famous private equity strategies is the leveraged buyout, or LBO. Here's how it works in simple terms. Instead of using only their own money, PE firms use a small amount of equity and a large amount of borrowed money. The company itself often repays that debt. This can dramatically increase returns, but if the company struggles, it can also fail. Many famous deals in history were LBOs, making private equity both powerful and risky. Why private equity is controversial. Private equity isn't loved by everyone. Critics argue that PE firms cut jobs to reduce costs, load companies with too much debt, focus on short-term profits. Supporters argue that PE saves failing businesses, makes companies more efficient, drives innovation and growth. The truth is, both can be true, depending on the firm and the deal. Here's part 2 of the private equity. In part 1, we learned what private equity is, how it works, and how firms buy, fix, and sell companies. But now comes the bigger question: who are the giants of private equity? What happens to real companies and employees after PE takes over? And most importantly, is private equity actually good or bad for the economy? Let's go deeper. The biggest private equity firms. Private equity is dominated by a few massive firms that manage hundreds of billions of dollars. Some of the most powerful names include Blackstone, KKR, Carlyle Group, Apollo, TPG. These firms don't just buy small businesses. They own hospitals, hotels, retail chains, tech companies, infrastructure, and real estate. Many people interact with private equity-owned businesses every single day without realizing it. What happens after a PE takeover? When a private equity firm buys a company, things usually change fast. Management changes. Old executives are often replaced with people chosen by the PE firm. Cost restructuring. Spending is reviewed line by line. Offices may be closed. Staff may be reduced. Non-core assets sold. Performance pressure. Private equity demands results quickly. Some companies improve dramatically. Others struggle under pressure. The outcome depends on leadership, industry, and how aggressive the firm is. Private equity success stories. Not all private equity stories are negative. There are many cases where pay firms saved struggling businesses, helped companies expand globally. Professionalized family-owned firms. For example, a small regional business may gain access to better technology, experienced executives, capital for expansion. In these cases, employees, customers, and investors can all benefit. Private equity failures and criticism, but private equity has also faced major criticism. Some common issues include heavy debt loads, short-term decision-making, job losses, reduced product quality. When too much debt is used, even a good business can collapse. Critics argue that private equity sometimes prioritizes financial returns over long-term stability. This is why pay is often debated by politicians, workers, and regulators. Private equity vs. public companies. So how is private equity ownership different from public ownership? Public companies answer to shareholders every quarter, face constant media and market pressure, focus on short-term earnings. Private equity-owned companies operate behind closed doors, can make bold long-term decisions, have fewer public disclosures. Neither system is perfect, but private equity's privacy gives it power and responsibility. How private equity affects employees. For employees, private equity can be both an opportunity and a risk. The risks: layoffs, increased workload, pressure to perform. The opportunities: career growth, stock or incentive plans, working in a faster-growing company. Everything depends on how the pay firm runs the business. Should you care about private equity? Private equity isn't just a Wall Street topic. It affects where you work, the products you buy, healthcare, housing, and education. As private equity grows, its influence on daily life grows with it. Understanding it helps you understand how modern capitalism really works. Private equity is not purely good or evil. It's a tool. In the right hands, it can build stronger companies, create value, drive innovation. In the wrong hands, it can destroy businesses, hurt workers, increase inequality. The real question isn't what is private equity. It's who controls it and how they use it. Here's part 3: Private Equity Explained. So far, we've seen how private equity buys companies, reshapes them, and sometimes completely changes industries. This is the final layer of the private equity story. How to get a job in private equity. Private equity is one of the most competitive careers in finance. Most people don't enter pay directly. The common path: 1. Investment banking. 2. Management consulting. 3. Corporate finance or strategy. 4. Then private equity. Why? Because pay firms want people who understand businesses, can analyze companies quickly, can handle pressure and long hours. Skills pay firms look for: business judgment, communication, strategic thinking, deal experience. It's not just about numbers, it's about decision-making. What it's like working in private equity. Working in private equity is intense. The upside: very high pay, exposure to major decisions, fast learning curve, prestige. The downside: long hours, high pressure, constant performance expectations. Private equity isn't a 9-to-5 job. It's closer to owning responsibility without owning the company. Private equity vs. hedge funds. People often confuse private equity with hedge funds, but they're very different. Private equity buys companies, long-term years, hands-on management, focuses on transformation. Hedge funds trade stocks, bonds, and derivatives. Short-term focus, rarely control companies. Focus on market movements. In simple terms, private equity changes businesses. Hedge funds trade prices. Private equity vs. venture capital. Now let's compare pay with venture capital. Venture capital invests in startups. High risk, high failure rate. Focuses on innovation, early-stage companies. Private equity Invests in established businesses. Lower risk than startups. Focuses on optimization, mature companies. VC bets on the future. Pay improves what already exists. Why private equity is growing so fast? Private equity has grown massively over the last few decades. Why? 1. More private companies. Many businesses stay private longer to avoid public market pressure. 2. Huge capital supply. Pensions and institutions need higher returns. 3. Flexibility. Pay can move faster than public companies. 4. Global reach. Private equity now invests worldwide, across industries. This growth has turned pay firms into economic power centers. Risks to the private equity model. Despite its success, private equity faces challenges. Rising interest rates. Debt becomes more expensive. Increased regulation. Governments are watching more closely. Public scrutiny. Workers, media, and politicians are paying attention. Competition. Too much money chasing too few good deals. Private equity must adapt, or returns will fall. Is private equity good for the future? Private equity isn't disappearing, but its role is changing. The future of private equity likely includes more focus on long-term value, less extreme cost-cutting, greater accountability, ESG and sustainability considerations. The firms that survive will be those that build companies, not just strip them. Final message: private equity is one of the most powerful forces in modern finance. It decides which companies survive, which industries evolve, and how capital is allocated. Understanding private equity means understanding how power and money really move in today's economy. If you watched all 3 parts, comment below. And tell me, would you invest in private equity or avoid it? Like, subscribe, and share, because this is the finance knowledge they don't teach in school.